So some of you might remember that 2 months ago I had to have my windscreen replaced. Well, would you believe it that a couple of weeks ago I was out filming in Sheringham and I got another chip in the windscreen. Now I'm just going to buy a little kit off eBay and see if I can repair it myself, and we'll see what that comes out like. I paid about £3.50 for it, so fingers crossed. This is only a small chip with a little crack in it, so in theory I should be able to fix this myself, but we'll see, eh people. Well, our £3.50 windscreen repair kit from eBay has arrived. Let's see what we get. Some instructions, a syringe that locks in place, 3 of these suction pads, the resin, and a razor blade thing, and 5 little sheets of plastic, a pin, a thingy to attach the syringe to, a little cloth, and there's 2 of these little bands. I don't know what they are. I guess we'll find out whether or not they're just loose in the pack or whether they serve a purpose. Well, first things first, let's give it a quick clean. Now we want to get the little pin and see if there's any little bits of glass in there to scrape out. Well, now that that's cleaned out, we want to get one of these, pull that little bit out the middle there, and then we want to peel this off and place it on the windscreen with this bit notch facing upwards, so that the crack is in the center of this hole. Then we get our little band and we put that inside the hole. Now we want to peel off this white coat here, and we want to place this over the top and push it down, lining the 2 top points together there. Now we're going to cut the tip off the resin, and it says to put in 3/4. I've got no idea what that measurement is, but I'm going to aim for about 3/4. You do need some of the resin left at the ends. And squeeze it in. Well, there's no way of knowing how much resin you're putting in, and I think I've just put all of it in. Now we want to get our syringe, stick the syringe in there, nice and tight, and then pull it up as far as we can until it locks in at the top here. Then we leave that for 10 minutes, and that should suck out any air bubbles that are in the bottom there, in the crack. So now that it's been over 10 minutes, we just want to remove the plunger to release the air pressure. And then we put the plunger back in, and then we lower the plunger to the 2nd notch and hook it in so it keeps pressure pushing downwards. Now that's been left for 15 minutes, it should all be good. So we remove the syringe, and then we have to peel this off from the top. Remove this, Give that a little clean up. Now we want to put a couple of drops of the resin onto the cracks. Get one of these sheets of plastic, sit that over the top and scrape out any air bubbles. And we leave that for 20 minutes in the sun. So now we just remove the film and give it a clean up with the razor. And we should be all done. So truth be told, it doesn't look any different than before we started. So has it put enough resin into the crack next to the chip? Who knows? But it has technically sealed over the top of the crack, so that will help prevent moisture getting in winter time, which will help prevent it cracking further. Now you can get places that will do the kits for you, like Halfords. They'll do them for 40 quid. And if I had the money, I'd rather do that. Peace of mind that it's probably done correctly. But, you know, I ain't got that kind of money sitting around at the minute, unfortunately. So yeah, I did it myself. Hopefully that'll all be okay. If it has sort of covered the surface, it's still going to be doing a little bit better protection than no protection at all. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see in winter time what happens. Will that develop worse? Or will we be okay? Yeah, guess you'll have to stick around and subscribe to find out what happens in the future. But yeah, that was testing a cheap little one to see what the result is. And yeah, I am a bit disappointed that there's no visual difference. It looks exactly the same as before. Maybe I'll check it tomorrow and see if it looks any different then. But yeah, that is a bit annoying. I would have liked for it to have been covered up a bit better, but who knows? If resin got into the crack around the chip, then it would have done good.